A few weeks ago, YouTube recommended me this video, and I'm really glad it did because it follows a guy called Ian on YouTube. He's been on YouTube for 13 years, creating lots of different content, but he started to do a series about 7-Eleven because that's where he worked. Keyword worked. He was there for 3 years and he was a team leader, so he earned $20 an hour and he really enjoyed his job. He told us on the videos he really enjoys his job. So he was somebody that went above and beyond. He said that he hardly ever took any sick days. He doesn't take a break. He will pretty much just grab his food, eat it within 5 minutes and carry on working. He also works the shift that is from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., I believe. So within that time, you can imagine that on a Friday and Saturday evening, he gets some characters that come into the shop. And it's quite interesting because he actually films his daily 7-Eleven life and what happens. And it got pretty popular. So popular that that video is obviously sat at what it's at now. 3 weeks later, he puts a video out literally the other day saying that he got fired from his 7-Eleven job after working there for 3 years without any warning whatsoever. What happened? Well, I felt like I wanted to bring this to your attention because I created a video not too long ago that spoke about work and how they don't care, and they will just get rid of you. It doesn't matter. And we see this right here with this example. Ian had been there for 3 years. He was a team leader. His boss was, so the 7-Eleven that he worked at was franchised, okay? So the lady who actually owned the franchise owned 4 other franchises. But his in-house boss, who was the boss of him, they got on really well. So he did a lot for that company. And, I bet you're wondering, well, it was probably because he was filming, that's why. Well, not necessarily. And this video will prove to show you that we really don't know who's out there, because there was somebody that was a watcher, a hater, a troll, whatever you want to call it, that actually caused Ian's dismissal. So it blows my mind. It blows my mind that there are people out there who are actively so jealous of someone's success or whatever, whether he just didn't like him for whatever reason, that this person went to the head of the 7-Eleven corporation, went to the top and complained that he had saw a video on YouTube, well actually it was a short, of Ian, and he reported that short. So let me tell you what the short was. So he works in 7-Eleven and there is beer in 7-Eleven, and there was a beer company that had a promotion running at the time for some brand new non-alcoholic beer. Okay, I think it was Heineken, but don't quote me. So they had this promotion where they said to Ian and the workers of 7-Eleven, here is a load of non-alcoholic beer, give it out to the customers for free, we're promoting this beer. So he would give the customers out this non-alcoholic beer, but he filmed a short of him drinking the non-alcoholic beer at work. And somebody had taken that short and sent it right the way up to the top, and it came down to Ian's in-house boss, who had to fire him that day that he came into work. No warning, no verbal warning, no final warning, just straight up, you gotta go. Isn't it funny how when we leave a job, we have to give sometimes a month's notice? You guys in the US, I think it's 2 weeks. Sometimes over here in the UK, we have to give 4 weeks notice, an entire month, if we want to leave a job, right? But yet they can fire you on the spot in a day. And this is what I'm saying, right? Corporate do not care about you, right? They didn't care that he had been there for 3 years. He was a great worker. He was one of the best workers. He did everything for his boss. Him and his boss got on so well. They had a harmonious relationship. He didn't enjoy the homeless people and the thieves that came in, but he still buckled down and did his job every single day and gave it 1,000%. And now he's got absolutely no job because someone on the internet decided that he didn't like what he saw. You are not safe in your workplace, and you are not safe on the internet either. Because back in the day before we had the internet, it would be that co-worker that told on you, you know, that grassed you up, that was like, oh, you know, da 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 da. Before we even had like phone recordings and stuff like that, right? You know, there was no evidence as such. It would be your word against theirs. Well, now with the whole world of technology and the fact that everything is online, we can't get away from anything. But I don't think he should have been fired. I really don't think he should have been fired after 3 years. Not even a warning at all. And this just proves to you how much they don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck about you. And I hope now, because Ian's YouTube has kicked off, right? So I'm very, very pleased, and like, he's very fortunate that his YouTube's kicked off. But is that because like that person that didn't like the fact that he'd got, I don't know. But I just wanted to just remind you guys that nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. Even if you're harmlessly putting out content, there's always going to be someone that like doesn't agree with it. Right? I mean, I get it, obviously, you know, I get it quite often, and everybody who makes content does, but in this situation, I just thought, wow. I could not believe the audacity of some people. I do believe in karma though, right? So I do think that this will balance out. So whoever that person is, and Ian does believe he knows who it is because he came into a live stream after Ian got fired. He did a live stream, and this literally was like, I think I know who it is. And this guy came in and was like, that's what you get. And then Ian was like, yeah, there he is. What? Like, what is this? Like, I don't understand. Man is working hard for himself, right? And this random dude on the internet is just like, nah, I don't like it. I'm going to take you down. We are not safe. We are not safe anywhere, okay? Friends will fuck you over. Family members will fuck you over. Co-workers will fuck you over. And random people on the internet will fuck you over. People these days are so angry, so bitter, so broken that they will do anything to tear someone else down just to make themselves feel a smidgen little better for a second. Because it's a passing moment. It doesn't stay. So once they've fulfilled that tiny little moment, another one's going to come along. I gotta wonder, how bad is your life to want to like circle your life around making someone else's life bad? I mean, on the flip side though, Ian's got a ton of donations. His latest video's nearly hit 1 million. So at the end of the day, he's earning much more money on YouTube than he ever would on 7-Eleven, and possibly the troll had helped him with that. When I was working, you'd get a verbal warning, written warning, final warning, out. Unless it was like gross misconduct or something, you know, shagged a co-worker or something, then you'd literally be like out straight away. But is this not like, hello? Why was there no warning? I'm pretty sure that there should have been some sort of warning before he just completely got taken out. Also, I would personally have gone to the beer company who promoted this and asked them to, I don't know really, I don't know what would you do? What would you do in this situation? Like, would you just take it? Would you just be like, oh, shit, okay, and then go and find another job? Or would you be like, bro, no, like, what? No, that shouldn't have happened, and try and fight it? Like, what would you do? Because I personally believe he should have got a warning at the end of the day, you know? If he'd only been there for like 6 months or something, yeah, maybe you're on probation and you can just go. But they just don't care, do they? No matter how hard you work, no matter what you do for that company, they are not going to give a shit about you. So go in, do the bare basics, don't chat with other co-workers and gossip about shit, do your work, and go home. Don't do anything more, because they will shoot you down like that without any warning whatsoever. And you will be up shit creek without a paddle.